Welcome, my friend. Today we're doing a full and detailed body scan together, so let's get right into it. For the majority of this session, I will encourage you to lay down if that's available to you. But to start off, I'd like you to find a comfortable seat. This could be cross-legged, kneeling in a chair, doesn't matter, as long as you're comfortable. And as we begin to lengthen our breath, with each inhale, I'd like you to embody expansion. And with each exhale, I'd like you to embody softening. Inhale, your stomach expands, your chest expands, your spine lengthens upwards, and exhale, soften. Your face softens, soften your jaw, soften your shoulders, soften your hands and your feet. Inhale, expand, your spine lengthens, but not because you're forcing or stretching, but because you're allowing your breath to move you. And exhale, fall. Inhale, expand. And exhale, release. Continue with this breath in your own time, each inhale taking up space, and each exhale letting it go. As we go along in this body scan, I'm not going to be cueing you to look for tension, but when you inevitably do find tension in your own body, I'd like you to return to this breath. Inhale, expansion. And exhale, release. So when you do find a tension, hold that tension in your awareness. And as you inhale, embody expansion in the area where the tension is. Not to grow, but to spread out. And then as you exhale, let it go. Remembering that we're never forcing the tension to leave, but rather giving it the space to free itself. And then one final note before we begin, I'd like to remind you that you are the ultimate authority on yourself. This is a body scan and you are in charge. I am simply your guide. So if I move on to a different body part and you aren't ready yet, stay where you're needed. If a different body part we're not on is calling for your attention, follow your intuition. Stay open and be curious without judgment. A body scan is a beautiful opportunity for exploration. So I hope you take advantage of this session and see what you can explore in yourself. So with that being said, let's take a deep breath in. Let everything go. And let's begin. And we'll begin by lying down. But as you move here, treat this as part of the meditation. As you move, lead with your breath. Move slowly with intention and purpose. Lay down thoughtfully, like a cat searching for the comfiest spot. Snuggle your shoulder blades underneath your back. Maybe move your shoulders a centimeter more away from your ears. Spend some time moving your hips around until you've found the best alignment for your spine today. Play around with the placement of your feet and your hands. Maybe today you feel like taking up a lot of space. Or maybe today you feel like being nice and snuggled in. And finally, play around with the placement of your head. Breathing deeply as you find what feels good for you today. And as you settle into your home for the next little while, make a commitment to not move for the rest of this session. If you do have an itch or need to move, that's completely fine. Just move with intention and come right back to stillness. And in these first moments of stillness here, notice that which is touching the earth. Feel its weight, the pressure, the force of gravity, the curve of the body parts that are being held and supported. Take a deep breath in, feeling this sense of support from the ground that is always there for you. And take a slow exhale as you sink deeper towards it, settling into this space. And whenever you're ready, shift your attention to your left foot. Starting off by taking in any sensations that are present here. And if you don't notice anything, that's completely okay. Just notice that this is something that you can build up over time. And step one is sitting with the intention to notice. As you continue to breathe deep, see if you can shift your attention to only your little toe, your second toe, your third toe, your fourth toe, and the big toe, down to the ball joint of your toe, and then across to the middle of your foot, and down to the heel. Feel where your foot meets with your leg. If you want to wiggle your toes slightly or move your ankle slightly, do so here. Maybe stretch out your toes and then take a deep breath out and let that go. And then we'll jump over to the right foot. Again, at first, just noticing any sensations that are here. Is it warm or cool? Does it feel different from your other foot? And over to your pinky toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, and the big toe, the ball joint of your toe, over to the middle of your foot and down to the heel. If you do want to wiggle your toes, stretch them out, move around your ankle, do so here. And take a deep breath out to let that go. Try shifting back to your left foot and back to your right foot. Now try to hold both feet at the same time. Again, noticing if there are different sensations, or maybe both feel the same. And then with your attention resting back on your left ankle, I'd like you to slowly drag your attention up your leg to your knee. And as you get to your knee, noticing this joint here that goes under a lot of strain during the day. Notice if there's any gripping here. And if you do find something to let go of here, notice if that gripping moves down to your foot. Try to feel the inside of your knee here. If you can't feel anything, that's okay. Just put the intention to. And then again, you're going to slowly drag your attention up your thigh to your hip, where your leg joins into the socket there. Take one deep breath together. And jump down to your right ankle. Slowly drag your attention up to your right knee. Spending just a moment of our precious attention on this joint that carries so much weight for us. And then slowly dragging your attention up your thigh to your right hip. Take one more cleansing breath together here. And then try to hold the entirety of your right leg, including your foot, in your awareness. And shift that over to your left leg. Do you notice any differences here? Back to your right and back to your left. And now hold both legs together. Let's take a deep cleansing breath together. And sigh out your exhale. Let something go. And come to rest your attention on your hips, right where your leg joins in with your pelvis. There's a muscle here called the psoas. It connects your leg up to the spinal cord. It's a muscle that's deeply, deeply connected to our fight or flight response because it's one of the first muscles to tense up in case we need to run. And so this muscle carries a lot of tension. So we're going to spend some thoughtful time here coming back to that breath of expansion and release. Make sure you're breathing deeply into your stomach here. You can gently move your hands on top of your stomach to help guide your breath. And imagine you're sending this breath down into your hips. With each inhale, expansion. And with each exhale, release. Softening this area that evolved out of survival. Each breath in, telling yourself, I am safe. Each breath out, telling yourself, I am home. Beautiful. Let's take one breath back down at your feet just to make sure they haven't gripped again. And then we'll move up to the torso, starting with following the breath. So if you'd like, move one hand to your stomach and one hand to your chest. And as you continue to slowly breathe in and out, follow the breath sensations as they move from deep down in your stomach, up your chest, up to your clavicle, and then feel as everything softens. Feeling both the sensations from the inside of your body, as well as the sensations that your hands can feel resting outside it. And then hold all of your torso in your awareness at once, feeling your breath move you as one continuous action. And then moving as if you love yourself, whatever that means to you. I'd like you to move the hand on your stomach to join the hand that's resting on your chest. As you come to rest your awareness on your own heartbeat, really slow down your breath here to try to feel depth and nuance to the sensations of your heart, to the rhythm of your heart. Really slow down your breath here to feel depth and nuance from the rhythm of your heart. And as you rest your attention here, see how far you can feel your heartbeat within your own body. Can you feel it in your hands? Can you feel it in your feet? Or can you feel it anywhere in your head? And then slowly shift your attention back to your pelvis at the bottom of your spine. We're going to take a few deep breaths together, and as we inhale, shift your attention up your spine to the bottom of your neck. And exhale, follow it back down to the base. Inhale, following your attention from your tailbone up your spine to the base of your neck. And exhale back down. Two more like that. Inhale. And exhale. One more, just a little slower. Inhale up to the bottom of your neck. And then really draw out this exhale as your awareness slowly falls back to your tailbone. Perfect. And then we'll move up to the left shoulder. Feeling any sensations that are present. Noticing whatever is here. Feeling the muscles of your upper back that connect to your shoulder. Feeling the muscles of your chest that connect to your shoulder. And then following your awareness down your arm to your elbow. Feeling this joint here. And then dragging your awareness down to your wrist. If you'd like, take a moment here to stretch out your left hand. And then as you bring your hand to stillness, rest your attention here. Noticing any feelings or sensations. Feeling the inside of your hand, the back of your hand, the palm of your hand, your pinky, your ring finger, your middle finger, your index finger, your thumb, the pad of your thumb, and then back to your whole hand. And shifting back up to your right shoulder, feeling the intricacies here where everything connects. The muscles in the back, the muscles in your chest, and then dragging your attention from your shoulder down to your right elbow. Resting for a moment here to feel the connection from your upper arm to your lower arm. And then dragging your attention down your arm to your wrist. If you'd like, take a moment to stretch out your hand. And then rest your attention here. Can you notice the quality of the air around your hand? Is it warm, cool? Is there a breeze? Are there any feelings or sensations you can sense on the inside of your hand? Warmth, tingling, buzzing. And again, if you feel nothing here, that's okay. Just notice that. And then bring your attention to your pinky, your ring finger, your middle finger, your index finger, your thumb, and the pad of your thumb. Then back to holding all of your hand in your awareness. And then shift that over to your left hand. Noticing any differences between the hands. And then only the left. Then back to the right. Back to the left. And then both hands. Then only the left hand, and expand that to hold all of your left arm. Then shift over to your right arm. And then both arms. Let's take a cleansing breath together here in and sigh it out. Good. Slowly follow your shoulders up to your neck. Seeing if you can feel vertebrae by vertebrae as you go up your neck to the base of your skull. Our throat holds a lot of tension as well. From times we weren't courageous enough to speak out. From times we held back words that we wanted to say. And from times that we lied to ourselves. So we're going to spend a little bit of extra care here I'd like you to inhale deeply, and as you exhale, softly hum whatever note feels correct for you. 3 more like that, keeping your awareness in your throat as you breathe, noticing the sensations as you hum out your exhale. Good. Perfect. And then follow up your neck along the back of your head up to the crown, taking a moment again to feel the length of your spine from your tailbone up to now at the crown of your head. And then bring your attention around to your forehead. Noticing any sensations that are here. Releasing any tension that you're holding. Creating space between your brow as everything melts down. Noticing the area around your eye as well as the back of your eye. Seeing if you can let go of the feeling of needing to look. Over to your temples and the sides of your head, the muscles around your ear, the upper muscles of your jaw. Relax the corners of your nose. Soften your upper lip. And then that brings us to our jaw, which again holds a lot of tension for a lot of people. So if you'd like to slightly wiggle your jaw around, maybe you can try to yawn or have an audible exhale to let out some tension here. And then try to come to a place of stillness with your jaw, where it feels relaxed and at ease. let's take another deep cleansing breath together. And let something go. Okay. Take a few moments here and scan back through your body at your own pace, seeing if there was anything you missed, any tension that's still present, or anything else that's calling for your attention. And then to finish our session, I'd like you to hold your attention on your entire body within your field of awareness. Now, this can be quite difficult, especially if you're new to body scans, but again, the important thing is that your intention is there. Don't worry about getting it perfect. And as you breathe here, allow your breath to move you as one being, feeling how connected everything is, noticing and acting with alignment as one being. And as we bring this session to a close, I'd like you to give yourself one genuine compliment. And then begin to slowly wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Thank you so much for spending your time and energy with me today. If you enjoyed this session, don't forget to like this video. Fun fact, if you like this video, it automatically makes you 10% more enlightened, so you should probably get right on that. But thanks again, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.